Good morning, everyone. I'm Luke Sullivan with Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. We're about 30 minutes north of Denver, right off of Interstate 25. You can't miss us. Come and see us. We have a ton of stuff in stock. New, used, living quarters, non-LQs, bumper pulls, goosenecks, whatever you're looking for. We have a pretty wide range of selection. Behind me today, we have a really nice 2+1. Hard to find trailers, very sought after trailers. So we actually have multiples of these on the lot. We have a couple white, a couple silver, a black, a lot of different options to choose from. A lot of different kind of packages, so to speak, on these different 2+1s that we have. We have some loaded out with air ride and polished extrusions, and then we have one behind me today that's very well equipped. And we'll get right into some of the options that are added on to this 2+1. First and foremost, I think a game changer for everybody nowadays is the electric over hydraulic jack. You know, these maybe had a little bit of a bad rap when they started because if you had a dead battery, you were a little bit dead in the water. Equalizer's done a really nice job now. They have a system where if you ever do have a dead battery, you're not dead in the water. It's as simple as plugging this guy into here and pumping a car jack, a floor jack in your shop to change a tire in your truck, something like that. So if you are dead in the water, you're able to raise this trailer off your truck if you need to, or you're actually able to lower it back down as well to get it hooked back onto your truck if you need to in some kind of emergency situation. With the hydraulic jacks, we do a deep cycle 12-volt battery service. With that deep cycle battery service, we also do a battery disconnect. Nice way to ensure with this system, we can run a lot of our interior lights and our exterior floodlights. So with that, we always suggest turn your disconnect off. That way you don't ever have a dead battery. Good way to ensure that. Easy enough to leave one of these lights on when you walk away from your trailer when you're unhooked from your truck. So also standard now on our 25 models is the RedArc charging system. Really nice charge controller, really helps buy a lot of battery health, good for your battery health, and buy a lot more time out of these batteries the way that we're using them. So we'll look at the hitch real quick. We're a typical gooseneck hitch, 2 5/16 inch ball. B&W and Cimmaron have done a few iterations of this hitch now. The reason it was changed was to get a lot more adjustment out of this. We can suck this way up higher now for some of our hauler trucks, and we can get a lot more extension out of it too, depending on our tow vehicle. Everybody's towing with something different. So nice to have that adjustability with these. Standard size 2 5/16 inch ball. Big heavy duty safety chains. Please use your safety chains even on your goosenecks. And then also, Cimarron does a nice job with just some of the small touches. This is one of those. The coiled breakaway cable, nice to keep some clutter out of that bed, not get this wrapped around something in the bed of your truck. Straight to a spot, hook it up, and you're good to go. We talked a little bit about adjustability in our B&W hitch too. Standard now on a lot of all the Cimarrons, we're doing about 3 to 4 inch more space between our frame rail and the top of our gooseneck or the bottom of our gooseneck rails. A lot of lifted trucks, our newer late model trucks have a lot taller and deeper beds. So we have a much easier time getting that clearance between our truck and our trailer so that we don't have any kind of rubbing issues if you're going in and out of a steep angle. And then really nice to get these trailers riding level too. We want to distribute that weight equally on both the axles. So we'll get into some of the amenities now. We'll get into the inside of the trailer a little bit. First and foremost is we've got a 4.5 foot tack room on this trailer. Couple different options in the others that we have on the lot. I think the biggest we have right now is a 5.5 foot. But with this tack room, oversized door makes getting in and out really easy. And then first and foremost, when you open this up, you've got a brush box here. Nice to throw a couple brushes in, some spray bottles, whatever you need real quick access to is kind of handy as well when you open this guy up and get to your destination or you're loading your horses and so on and so forth. So walking into our tack room, flip out step here on a little gas shock. It's going to be kind of that soft close option like you'll see on a lot of your kitchen cabinets now in your drawers and your doors as well for your cabinets. So nice soft close option on that makes getting in and out of these trailers a lot easier. We are a rubber matted floor inside of here. Real easy to pull this guy out, sweep everything out, throw it back in. Aluminum floor underneath, all aluminum construction with the Cimarrons. So nice easy way to keep these cleans. And then kind of a 3/4 length boot box here as well. Nice added bit of storage inside of these guys. Also, nice spot to sit down, change your boots, change your shoes, and also secondly to that is great step to get into our gooseneck area as well. Pretty much open storage up there. We do have a couple windows across from oversized bus windows up there. If you want to throw a bedroll, a mattress up there, spend a night in there, very comfortable. You can get some air moving through here with those dual windows across from each other. And then with the Cimarron standard on all our Cimarrons, an insulated roof. So you aren't going to have that sun beating through a thin aluminum panel roasting in here if you are camping in the summertime. Also, just a real nice little touch. Again, the little things with the Cimarrons, I think, kind of sets them apart. Nice clothes bar along there. Show shirts, coats, pants, whatever you've got. Nice way to get them out of your truck. Organize yourself a little bit better and, you know, clean things up for your dogs in the back seat or your fellow passengers. So, on this back wall, there's a post with a track in it that goes from floor to ceiling. So we've got them set up kind of spaced pretty evenly. We've got 3 here together and a couple blanket poles above that. These are infinitely adjustable. We keep these, both the poles and the saddle racks themselves, in our parts department. So if you have and need to bring 4 with you on a regular basis, we can easily swap one into here, pull some of these blanket bars off. And again, like I said, infinitely adjustable. We loosen a couple of nuts on the back side there, and we can drop them all the way down to the floor, and we can raise them almost all the way up to the ceiling too. So you could add technically a few more saddle racks to these if you wanted to pull these blanket bars off, and you've just got a lot of options and versatility with this. The track system's really easy to add something to and really easy to pop them out of as well if you want to pull some out. Working our way back to this back partition wall, Cimarron does a great job with these hooks. Really deep, really tall, and really stout too. You can really hang off them and you don't feel any flex out of them. We've all pulled into horse shows, fuel stations, and opened up our tack room door and all our headgear is on the ground, laying in a big heap. So we don't see that with these. Nothing's bouncing out of these hooks, and you can even hang some hoses on these extension cords. You've got that depth and strength out of those as well. Carpeted the whole wall as well. Really nice sound deadener when we're hanging our metal bridles and bits there, and headgear, halters, etc. Don't have that loud banging in our horse compartment. And then we're buying ourselves a little bit of resale value there and being able to keep our trailer looking clean, because we're not going to see all those marks that we get in the aluminum trailers and the steel trailers with the metal swinging there against that bare metal on metal. So 2 racks, or 2 stages or levels of hooks, so to speak, and then 2+1. Really nice, do a pass-through from our tack room into our horse area. We'll kind of get through the back, but really nice access into here. A lot of people, I think, utilize these 2+1s in this front box stall and these for storage. So nice to be able to go from your main storage to kind of a secondary area if you need to. Also, real nice, easy way to get in here, and if you're just hauling too, stop in here, can walk straight in, don't have to be hanging off the side of the trailer out a drop window to offer some hay or water or something like that. So as we go along, we'll shut things up so you get a look at it. Oversized door and our nice fold-up step. Again, like I said, nice soft close. The 2+1, I think one of the biggest benefits of these 2+1s is this side ramp. I took a lot of large animal rescue courses over the years, working with a lot of high numbers of horses. And the thing that they always really tried to stress is 2 entry and exit points. So naturally, with a side ramp and a rear exit ramp, we have that ability. So if there is, God forbid, ever an accident, you have a couple different options to get your horses evacuated out of your trailer. Really nice, extra wide side ramp. Treated or treaded kind of rubber surface on this, holds up really well, got a really good grip to it. And then you'll see inside, just like our tack room, we are a rubber matted trailer in this guy. If you guys see a trailer on our lot and you say it's checking every box, but I've just heard everything about Werm and I really want to get that on my trailer, I don't want to mess with mats anymore, we have an installer just south of us, between us and Denver really. They do a great job for us. Wonderful to install them, and they very much prefer to install them on the newer trailers because of that prep before they install it. But impenetrable flooring, nose these trailers up a couple times a year, once a year, wash them out, let them drain straight out the back, and it's kind of a set it and forget it. Permanent protection for your aluminum floor, and really easy housekeeping with those as well. So we'll close up this side ramp. You'll start seeing everywhere along the trailer too, whether it's our paddle latches or our tack room doors, everything's key to like. So we have key cylinders on all these guys. You'll get a set of keys with the trailer and you can lock these guys up tight. So if you are at a show, somewhere you're not familiar with, you can not just only lock up your tack room, but you can lock up all these top windows, everything that's paddle latched. So really nice feature with that. Really nice kind of peace of mind that you can leave your trailer alone and be comfortable that it's sitting locked up tight. So real quick, we'll talk quickly. We do have an awning light over our ramp there as well. We do have a couple tie rings along the side of the trailer. Do have drop windows on the head. This is going to be the straight load portion of our trailer. Really nice drop windows Cimarron makes, very oversized. My apologies today, they're frozen shut on us this morning. We're not going to drop them down for you, but jail bars on the opposite side of that. Cimarron does an awesome job. No hardware, no mechanics to those jail bars. They just slide right in and out of a tract. And really nice feature with those as well. They also do a great suction cup on these guys too. So I've done a lot of trips now across Kansas through some cross breezes and seen some drop windows flap in the wind and when they're in the down position. So these guys hold them tight against that trailer when you have them in the down position. Really nice feature with those as well. We are on 6,000-pound Dexter torsion axles, electric drum brakes. Always make sure you have a functioning brake controller and you understand the system and how it works, and that it's always an ever-evolving number. If you have a different load, a different weight on that trailer, you might need to increase that setting. So Cimarron also does really nice job, aluminum wheels and Goodyear tires. I think the Goodyear name speaks for itself, so it goes right along with the Cimarron. Really trusted brand and great running gear on these trailers. Again, if you're looking for, we have some options of 2+1s on the lot. We do have a couple as well that are on Dexter Torsion's air ride system as well. So big difference in those trailers, but really nice system as well. So working our way to the back, we talked about our side ramp entry. Now we're working our way to the back to our rear ramp entry. We've got Dutch doors over the rear ramp and a full width rear ramp over here. And this gains access to our rear straight load portion of the trailer. Drop a couple butt bars here. No hardware in these guys. Plastic track, plastic on plastic in this case. Plastic on metal, sorry. So reduces a lot of noise, reduces a lot of that wear that we see on some of these, and really easy without any mechanics, without any latching mechanisms to drop this ramp, pull these butt bars off, let them flop off to the side as well. So same with the chest bars. Chest bars do have a little loop. Drop those guys down. And this is driver's side straight load and a passenger side straight load. Well padded on our partition here. Do have an airflow guy as well. This is completely removable and also able to be stowed against our passenger side wall. So we can unpin it front and back. Little bit sizable, so it might be helpful to have an extra set of hands to help you do something like that. But what you can do is unpin front and back, drop your chest bars, and then you can stow right along this sidewall here on passenger side. So we have a couple plastic feet in the floor and a couple provisions for pins up in the ceiling. And really easy. You don't have to decide one day, hey, I need 2 box stalls to haul a couple mares and foals, but I might pick up a couple geldings after I drop those off. So you don't have to decide anymore if you want to leave this at home, bring it with you. It's pretty simple. Pop it over into the passenger side, stow it over there as long as you wish, and then when the day comes that you need the steward straight load, you've got that option again. So we talked a little bit about Cimarron's insulated roof on these guys. Insulated one piece, kind of a honeycomb design. We see in the heat of the summer on this asphalt lot here at the dealership, we see 10 to 15 degree differences in temperature in the middle of the summer. So speaks a lot for that material. It has an R3 factor. The second greatest thing about the insulated roof and the way that it's built is it has a pretty good structural factor to it too. So a lot of the LQs we need to get on the roof, walk around there, do some inspections and maintenance. Don't have to look for those cross members to walk along anymore. You can very easily walk along that. And then out here we have to worry about hail. So we've seen some pretty nice results in some of the hailstorms that we've had. Unfortunately, a lot of our competitors have had quite a bit of damage from some hailstorms that have come through, and these Cimarron roofs have really held up nicely. So insulated roof, nice structural integrity to it as well. Helps with our temperature control in these trailers in the summertime especially. And then secondly to that, you'll notice above the head of each horse in the straight load, and then we've got a couple in the box as well, we've got some two-way roof vents. So great way to pull some air through these guys. Summertime, suck a lot of air through this trailer when you're moving down the road. Wintertime, we're sub-zero, or we're in the teens this morning. Can open those backwards, and still, if you had a couple horses in here, they'll build some heat, they'll build some steam. Nice to pull some of that air out of the top of this trailer and crack a couple of these bus windows and keep some fresh air going through these guys as well. So talked about the insulated roof. We talked about the two-way roof vents. We've got LED lights throughout this trailer too. Opti-Brights, really, really nice. We've got two back here, one up in the box, and then the tack room's full of them as well. So they will really turn night into day for you. Big help. We're all working early mornings, late nights with horses, and especially in the wintertime with the time chains, helps quite a bit with those as well. So we'll work our way back out. Two quick little things. First and foremost, Cimarron started doing standard. LED lights they've been doing for a long time, but they started doing standard or reverse light now in all their tail lights. Really nice feature. They already do 4 tail lights across the back of the trailer. Light things up, let everybody see and know what you're doing. But this one's just a nice little aid for the driver. Whether you're parking at home in the same spot, but you know that one little spot to look for, this will light it up for you. Or whether you're at a new show, backing into something that you haven't been to before, really lights things up. Our truck tail lights and reverse lights are far away from where the back of this trailer is, so that aids a lot in that. And then also all of our controls for our awning lights over our rear ramp, over our ties on both passenger and driver side, and then our interior lights, all our controls for those guys are right there. Simple toggle switches, and as you can see, we're not hooked to a truck, and we're running those lights off of that 12-volt service. And again, real easy to leave one of these on when you've got 4 switches here, a couple switches in your tack room. Really easy to leave one on if you're walking away from it and leaving it unattended. So again, that's why we suggest adding that and utilizing that battery cutoff switch. Cimarron does really nice springs on those rear ramps as well. Like those, one-handed, flip them right up and you're good to go. One other thing about the rear Dutch doors over the rear ramp too is with these paddle latches, the way all these cam locks are designed, these are designed to be driven with them open. So if you're looking for that extra airflow, if you're looking to drop your drop windows at the hips of your heads of your horses and get some airflow over their backs as well, these are designed and also lockable as well. If you just like that little added safety peace of mind, if you are going to run with those open, you can certainly lock those up tight. Mirror image tie rings on this side. If you've got a couple that don't get along, you can tie a couple on this side and tie a couple on the other side. Some oversized bus windows here. This will be just behind our box stall area, or in the back section of our box stall area. And then again, looking at our running gear, matching aluminum wheels really sets these trailers apart. Kind of an escape man door on the driver's side over here. Nice access. Again, if you're just hauling 2 in the straight load section, can pop in here, check on your horses in the back. Also do a little bar here too, easy connection. Drop that down, just an added little safety. And then also do a drop window in this escape door as well. So a little bit smaller, just have to fit it in the frame of that door, but nice to get a lot of that airflow. These drop windows, when they're fully opened, we've got 3 altogether on this trailer, 1 for the box and 1 for each straight load horse. Can move a ton of air through these trailers. So if you guys have any questions about this trailer, if you have any questions for me about gooseneck versus bumper pull or tow vehicles, please feel free to reach out. My name's Luke Sullivan, luke.sullivan@transwest.com is my email. We'll link it down below. My cell phone is 859-509-1282. If you have any questions, you want to see a drawing of this trailer, we'll have them in the link to this trailer. You can reference this trailer specifically on our website. Its stock number is 5N241423. Thanks for your time today, everybody. Enjoy your Friday. Have a great weekend. We'll see you at Stock Show. We'll be there tomorrow through the last day. También hablo español.